Welcome back to the Giant Monster Games 2017 Advent Calendar. Today is number 25 and it is going to be Death and Taxes. Well, what is Death and Taxes, you may be asking? Well, we're going to be taxing our opponent by playing stuff like Aven Mind Sensor and Leonin Arbiter. Both of these cards make it so if our opponent needs to search the library for any reason, in Modern we search our libraries a lot, they don't get to do that without paying some extra costs, or in the case of Aven Mind Sensor, they only get to go 4 cards deep. Now, the other part of the taxes is we have cards like Ghost Quarter and Path to Exile, which make it so our opponent could, in theory, search their library if we blow some of their stuff up, so get rid of creatures or get rid of one of their lands. They could then go and fetch stuff through their library, which normally they won't be able to, or they'll have to pay extra costs. And then the death side of the deck is actually creatures that have high value, such as Blade Splicer and Spirit of the Labyrinth, which are both just value creatures that we're going to be using to beat down our opponent with, hopefully winning the game. Now, if you want to see an entire deck tech of this video, up in the top right-hand corner, you can click on that and see the entire deck and some gameplay along with that. And if you want to pick this deck up for MTGO, there's also a link below this video where you can do that. Now, let's ship it over to Adrian as he plays some games with this deck. And now, like a good accountant, we are going to make sure that our opponents pay their death and tax. No, wait. Accountant Undertaker. Yes. Make sure our opponents do death and taxes. We're going to keep this opening hand. I think it's actually really good. We're also on the play, which is also really good. So turn 1's going to be, what, Plains, Dryad Militant. Turn 2 is going to be Cat Jesus. He's called Cat Jesus because he looks like he has like long hair, and I don't know. People call him Cat Jesus, and that's all I know him as. Know him as Cat Jesus. I mean, I'm not sure if he looks like Jesus or Cat. I don't know. We're gonna call him Leonin Arbiter from now on, because I don't know why people call him Cat Jesus. People just call him Cat Jesus. So yeah, and ship it to our opponent's turn, by the way. Maybe it's because of this flavor text. Our people are torn by infighting. Until the two sides reconcile, our laws carry no meaning. No, if that's what you say. Yeah, it's gonna be Tron. It's gonna be Tron. That's actually amazing. We have the golden matchup right now, which means our opponent may just scoop once they see what we're playing. They may just scoop as soon as they see what we're playing. Which, for me, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm okay with our opponent being like, goodbye, here you go, Cat Jesus. Attack with this guy, go. Have fun. Does our opponent scoop? Does our opponent scoop? He sees Cat Jesus. Opponent doesn't scoop. Opponent's gonna try and play through. Oh man, I am so excited for this match now. Oh, and it's Bluetron. Oh, he's gonna try and Mind Slaver us. Nice. Chalice on 1. Oh, you guy. You know. You know what needs to happen. Oh, wow. This has got interesting. This just got really interesting. So, we have a bunch of dead cards in hand. Bunch of dead cards. Seagate's Wreckage is not even slightly good in our situation. And I guess we attack in with everything. We can't, by the way, we can't play Field Ruin until we can pay for Leonin Arbiter. Otherwise, we too don't get to search our library, because this is any player. There's not just our opponent, any player, unless they pay 2. So we need to be able to pay for it, plus be able to pay for Leonin Arbiter. Otherwise, we're not going to go fetch up lands either. Which, I mean, we're close-ish. We kept 2 lands in play, so once we play 2 more turns, we can actually blow up Field of Ruin, blow up his stuff, slow down the game for him, make him feel the death side of taxes. And then he'll feel the taxes side of taxes very soon, especially with paying for this. Okay. Chalice of the Void on 1. Ooh, I did not see that coming. I guess we're playing as Bluetron. That makes sense. And Repeal. Ooh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that for now. And I'm surprised you didn't hold up and wait to do it on this guy. What do we draw? Mind Sensor. Also very good. Well, we can't play any of these guys. So we might as well play Mind Sensor. Why not? Play it. Opponent can't search the library. If they were to search the library, they search the top 4. So even if they can pay, they only get search top 4. Attack, ship to our opponent. Next turn, we're going to blow up his power plant. Or do we blow up the Gemstone Mine? What does Gemstone Mine do exactly? If it's in your opening hand, you can give it and play. That's fun. It adds colorless mana to your mana pool. If it has a luck counter, it produces any mana. That seems fun and broken. And he's going to repeal Cat Jesus. We can still play Cat Jesus again, so that's not the end of the world. And he gets a second power plant. Ouch. That's rough right there. And because it's not on, Chalice isn't on 2, we can just play it just as is. And I guess we run out this guy. Playing the Cat Jesus. And, and the thing is, we can't let our opponent have a break here. There's no breaks for our opponent. This is a strictly working zone. Because if he would have been able to get rid of this guy and this guy, he could have actually cracked the map and then, like, hopefully found something. But he would need another mana to do that. So, not today, opponent. Not today. And then we're going to Field the Rune next turn, by the way. So we'll pay for Leonin Arbiter ourselves. Our opponent might also pay for Leonin Arbiter. I would assume. We're about to find out. And Spirit of the Labyrinth doesn't really help us out. Seagate Wreckage. So first thing we do, we pay for Arbiter. We then sack Field the Ruin, blowing up the power plant, paying 2. And our opponent needs to pay for Leonin Arbiter to search, and he's only going to search 4 deep. Which is not very fun for our opponent. Which, I mean, that's the taxes part of the death and taxes, not the death part of the death and taxes. So, yes. Yes, 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 yes. The other option is we could have blown up the island, technically, and then he doesn't have access to blue. Might have actually been might have been better. Might not have been better. I mean, if he manages to somehow get Tron into play, then that would be terrible for him. So, grab the plains, sure. Gonna play Spirit of Labyrinth, and then we're gonna swing in. We're actually probably gonna swing in first. Does our opponent find an island? Nice. Good job, opponent. That's you don't expect your opponent to find stuff when you have both these guys in play. So that is good on him. And then, because this is search for a basic land, by the way, the card we played. So swinging in for 4, playing Spirit of Labyrinth. Opponent can't draw more than 1 card, which there's a bunch of cards he should have. He's in blue. So he's going to have card draw is how he's going to be trying to find Tron, not necessarily fetching up, other than Expedition Map, because he doesn't have Sylvan Scrying or anything like that. So there we go, Spirit of Labyrinth. Does he repeal it? Remand it? It's remand. Fair enough. Again, remand, if we play this, and remand doesn't really help him out very much. So he's going to look at the top 4 cards of his library. Ooh, he finds a tower. Nice. Give you the clapping component. Searching only 4 cards deep is really hard. Well done. And opponent has a ton of mana now. He could actually probably play Ugin. What was it? The Oblivion Stone. That is a thing. That is definitely a thing. Trinket Mage, okay. Fair enough. Opponent has made a really good comeback. I guess we've kind of been... Chalice of the Void has totally screwed us over. Because we can't path, we can't do... There's a lot of things we can't do because it just gets countered. Threadman Spectre allowing us to draw extra cards, yada yada yada. Okay, so next turn he's going to Oblivion Stone the board away. Which gets rid of his Chalice, which is nice. But also gets rid of our guys. Well, that's a thing. This is a thing. We will see how this pans out. We get another Spirit of Labyrinth. I think at this point we swing in with both these guys and then go to next turn. Because I'd rather hold up and play these guys next turn after our opponent gets rid of all of the stuff. Yeah. No point in playing them now because they're just going to get removed. And he's not going to hold up more turns because he doesn't have the turns, technically. Like the fact that he's searching for deep and stuff like this. I assume he's going to Oblivion Stone. I'm assuming. I could be wrong. We're going to find out. What is this? Put the top 4 cards of your library into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library. Oh, look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library. Okay, so he's going to basically dig up more pieces. That's a really good way. I mean, gets around this guy. Gets around that guy. I guess we should have played Spirit of Labyrinth. Oh, he can still Oblivion Stone. Still can Oblivion Stone. Does he, though? That is the main question. No, we should have played Spirit of Labyrinth. Heh. Who would have guessed? Well, let's Ghost Quarter. And stack Ghost Quarter, blowing up the tower. There you go, opponent. Have fun with that. Does he Oblivion Stone in response? Maybe? I kind of want him to. So he does. Goodbye, Chalice of the Void. Opponent does get to go and fetch up whatever he wants, for a basic land, that is. And then we are going to start throwing down a bunch of our other aggro-y stuff. Gonna be close. This is close. Playing against Tron. I haven't played against Tron in a while. Mostly because I play in the just for fun area a lot. Well, let's toss in a Thraben Inspector. We can actually just dump our hand at this point. I don't want to dump too much because I don't want him to play an Ugin and then exile all things with mana cost X or less. So we're probably gonna throw down this, play down Spirit of Labyrinth, and maybe Dryad Militant as well. Maybe. I don't mean Dryad Militant doesn't really help us out a ton in this matchup because he's not really aiming to play stuff out of his graveyard. I don't think he has Think Twice. I haven't seen it at least. I'm assuming he doesn't have it because it doesn't really. Could be. Could have in his deck. Pretty minor though. I mean, Dryad Militant can probably come out for something better once we go to sideboard. Probably. We'll see once we get to sideboard. Our opponent's deciding if they can let Thraben Inspector enter the battlefield or not. He has 4 cards in hand, enough mana to basically counter whatever he wants. Opponent decides to let it go in, which is good. And we get an artifact, which we can use to draw cards. And Spirit of the Labyrinth can definitely be played. So opponents can't draw extra cards, we can't draw extra cards. This one he's going to try and counter. He's going to remand it. We can just replay it, though. I think we're just going to do that. We're just going to replay it. Sure, why not? And then I think we're going to throw in the Dryad Militant just because if he doesn't have an answer, if he doesn't have a response for next turn, we swing in for lethal. So he's going to find a way to get rid of these, at least this guy. Because if he gets rid of this guy, we swing for 3, he still has 1 life. If he gets rid of other things, yeah, he can search up stuff now. Ooh, so he can actually go and find Tron right now. And which means he may be able to play Mindslaver, which is his win con. Oh god. This is actually a couple episodes ago when Jolt was on. We were talking about Mono Blue Tron playing Mindslaver as its win con. You might actually see that now, which is terrifying. It's an absolute terrifying win condition because your opponent doesn't do anything. It's basically Mind Control 101. Let's see. Let's see if that's the way it goes. I mean, at this point, our opponent can't draw extra cards, which is nice and handy for us. I mean, he should have Mindslaver in hand. Should have Mindslaver in hand. And he should have enough to play it as well, which is scary. Engineered Explosives on 1. Huh. Fair enough. Well played, opponent. And does he crack it right now? He does. So there goes these guys. So destroy each permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Engineered Explosives. So Thraben Inspector, Dryad Militant go away, which is fine, I guess. Yeah. At this point, also, he has, no towers left. Okay. We have options. We do have options. I think we crack and draw a card. Let's draw a card. Let's see what we have. Why? Every single game, I punt. It's because I play too many decks, is what it is. I'm positive that's what it is. Well, let's go like this. And then we're going to swing in for 3. And then ship it to our opponent. He's going to remand it, isn't he? Yeah, there's remand. That's, fair played. Well played. Well played, good sir. And then we'll swing in for 3. Ship it to our opponent. Every single time. I mean, because I play so many different decks, I don't ever play one deck to the point where I'm like, oh yeah, this and this and this, and oh yeah, by the way, this. I play a deck quite aggressively for about a 2-week span, maybe 3 weeks if I'm testing it, and really get to know the deck inside out. Okay, yeah, good. And then when I go back and I'm replaying a deck, but it's been 2 or 3 months, I forget about subtle nuances that I just absolutely have to be paying attention to, such as the fact is I can only draw 1 card every single turn. So yeah, that's a thing that happens. Just so painful. Oh my god. I could use that mana for other things, specifically Blade Splicer. Opponent's at 1. He's probably going to play Mindslaver this turn. If he doesn't, I'd be amazed. Walking Ballista. Can our opponent kill us with that? He can kill this thing with it, though. I think we go Path Walking Ballista immediately. He's obviously going to just unload Walking Ballista, which is fine. So Walking Ballista then just puts all of its counters into our face, which means he's not going to be able to like pump it up any bigger. Walking Ballista is also fantastic, absolutely fantastic in a Tron build, because you can just pay 4 mana, put a counter on it, bam bam, and then you can just, at whatever, you can just remove counters off of it. So here we go. Our opponent is tapped out. So Blade Splicer. I think we just dump our hand. We just dump our hand. So let's see if our opponent has a response for anything. Thread Inspector comes down. Spirit of Labyrinth also comes down. And let's see. Does our opponent have the answer? That's what I want to know. Does he scoop? Does he have an answer? Please don't have Oblivion Stone. If he does have Oblivion Stone, that sucks. The big thing is, though, we have this guy, Seagate's Wreckage, which we could theoretically draw cards if we draw stuff. Platinum Angel, you can't lose the game. Opponent can't win the game. That's a thing. That's a thing that does happen. Search for Expedition Map. Man, this has been a really good game against Tron. Usually I hate playing against Tron, but I quite enjoy playing like the really heavy thinking game against Tron. So now we need to draw another path. This is really our only actual option, is Path to Exile at this point. And we should have 2 more in our deck. So that's the thing. Mind you, we can only draw 1 card a turn, so we're going to have to crack the clue on our opponent's turn. Keep this in mind. Otherwise, I'm going to punch really hard, just like last time. And we play Ghost Quarter. Well, let's Ghost Quarter. Do we go Ghost Quarter right now? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. If I keep Ghost Quarter, I'm really tempted to Ghost Quarter right now, just get rid of this thing. But at the same time, we need colorless mana so we can actually play or use Seagate's Wreckage. Well, let's go to combat. To start out with, let's go to combat. And we're going to swing at both of these guys. See which one our opponent wants to block. Actually, I guess we can swing at everything. Why not? Going to combat. It's a hard call. It's a hard decision. This has been a very grindy game, but a good one. A very good game. Very good, very grindy game. Basically, we need a way of getting rid of Platinum Angel, which means we're gonna have to draw into something to get Platinum Angel. We can use a clue. I mean, we can always draw 1 card a turn because this thing prevents players from drawing more than 1 card each turn. So that is a thing that happens. So let's go like this. Our opponent can decide how he wants to block. I don't care. We're keeping up Spirit of Labyrinth, which means we're going to draw an extra card on our opponent's turn, not on our turn. And we could, in theory, Ghost Quarter to blow up stuff, but then we don't get Seagate's Wreckage, which is actually kind of important, especially at this point in the game. So what does our opponent decide he wants to do? He's going to Snapcaster Mage. Okay. Snapcaster to bounce something to our hand. It's possible. Repeal. Makes sense. Okay. So opponent is going to repeal, so return target permanent with converted mana cost X to its own hand, draw a card, which he'll return one of these guys. So the token goes to our hand. Yeah, I guess so. That's something that happens. And I should have swung with everything, I guess. Mind you, again, opponent can't lose the game. We can't win the game with Platinum Angel in play. So that is a thing. I guess realistic, he played Repeal for 0, which is kind of fun for him. And our opponent's still not technically dead. So go to our opponent's turn. Draw card on his turn. That's what the plan is going to be. Still haven't seen Mindslaver. He might have more... Yeah, I mean, there might be more stuff out there. What is he drawing? What is he playing? He is playing... Put target artifact on top of its owner's library. Could be Oblivion Stone. Okay, well, let's draw a card. We'll keep up the clue just to be safe. Just to be safe. Because we can always use it later on down the road, where if we blow up the ghost quarter, we might not actually have... stuff. Oh. Oh, hello. I don't have enough to play you right now, but you are an exciting card. You're an exciting card because we get to bounce something. Specifically a creature or something. But it's creature we control, so it's not as fun as some cards could be. I don't think our opponent realizes that he can't draw cards, but sure. You do you. I'll do me. Let me know how it works out for you. Our opponent's going to kick themselves right now for drawing 3 cards. By the way, oh, he sent a message. Whoops. Yeah. Yep, our opponent didn't realize. Oh, he forgot. He forgot that Spirit of Labyrinth was a card. Yes. And going to combat. Opponent probably swings in. Yeah, why not, right? Swinging. Okay. Opponent swings in for 4 damage. We're going to take it because we don't really have an option. And then I think we need to draw more cards is what really needs to happen. Wingmare. I think we play Wingmare. Wingmare's fantastic. Oh, opponent says he should have won a long time ago. He must have misplayed. We're going to play Wingmare. And do we hold up Restoration Angel? I guess we can play Restoration Angel next turn, technically. Let's go like this. See if our opponent actually has another Snapcaster Mage in hand. Might have a Snapcaster Mage. Opponent goes to -2. Now we just need to get rid of the stupid Angel. Which at this point is actually possible. If he attacks in with it next turn, we're going to Restoration Angel in, and then a wabba-bam double block. But if he... what is he playing? What has he got? So our opponent can't die, by the way. Our opponent, that's why our opponent's at -2 and hasn't lost the game, because Platinum Angel. And what do we think? Opponent undoes. Okay, fair enough. You can undo. And it's going to be this guy. Enter the battlefield. You may search your library for a basic land card. Put it into the battlefield. When he dies, draws a card. Good card. Good card, especially in Tron. Especially in this version of Tron. Extra card draw is really what Mono Blue Tron needs is extra card draw. So this is actually punishing our opponent pretty hard. And does our opponent decide to swing in? He does. Alright, well, let's play Restoration Angel. Restoration Angel. He's going to restore balance. As in, like, restore, restoration. Not as in, like, to bring you back to life. And our opponent scoops it! Okay, let's go to sideboard. Whew, now our opponent scoops drops the game. I thought our opponent was going to go to sideboard, but he didn't. Well, that was a good game. I'm not going to play another one because you guys kind of get the idea what Death and Taxes is doing. If you want to see a bunch of more games, like always, go up in the top right-hand corner and watch all of the other videos where Death and Taxes were played. Until next time, my name's Adrian, this is Giant Monster Games, and don't forget to game like a giant monster. Thanks for watching the Giant Monster Games Advent Calendar. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe if you like this video and want to see more videos just like it. A huge shout out to all of the Patreon supporters. You guys are helping make videos like this, and if you want to pick this deck up, there is a link below with an affiliate link so you can grab this entire deck on MTGO.